In 2009, from a service provider perspective, we felt a lot of tension. There was, on one hand, great pleasure in the success of their data networking services. And of course, the iPhone effect took hold, all of which was good, but there was real concern mounting about what this would mean to their network architectures, and we saw lots of reports in the news, et cetera, about real concerns over capacity issues. We expect to see this to be the beginning of actual implementation of next generation backhaul architectures. A lot of the suppliers have their architectures in place, have their plans in place on what to do going forward, and so we expect this year to see actual implementations of IP-based technologies, Ethernet-based technologies, a next-generation backhaul environment. So those are sort of my thoughts. Diane, why don't I throw it over to you?
What we need, I think, now is to look back into some of the quality aspects of the network. And by quality, yes, I do mean the availability, I do mean the capacity available, but I also mean efficiency as well. This very much relates to your comment. While yes, we are all under the pressure because the people are responding so well because of the flat data plans. That's giving us challenges in terms of revenues for operators, but also how much operators can invest in products as well. We talk about sometimes NGN, we talk about IP, we talk about packets, we talk about previous technology, we talk about transitions. And I think there's lots still we can do to sort of define it a little bit better, to understand a little bit better, and actually hopefully then that gives us the right platform to build on and have a very good 2010 in terms of the improving what we have and migrating and taking us to that LTE story. And in a sense, if the LTE story is 2011, 12, 13 or 14, doesn't matter because I think backhaul needs to be ahead of it.
Right. Andy, as someone involved in network planning, Diane brought up a good point about there is a lot of reference to this next generation backhaul network that's required. What does that mean to you? What are some of the issues around that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we probably need to step back to 2008 to start to put some context around this. In 2008, we introduced a lot of functionality into our networks with the rollout of HSDPA. We started to see the mobile broadband traffic growth. And then 2009 was all about responding to that capacity growth. So there are two ways we could have done that. We could have invested very heavily in a complete new mobile backhaul solution, which again I don't think the economic environment was there, and technically I don't think the solution was quite ready. I think we've still got a lot of work to do on defining next generation backhaul. So the response we took was to deliver capacity using a combination of today's technology out at the access. The deeper we got into the core, and we should remember this is an end-to-end service as well, it's about mobile broadband services from the internet, etc. So we've got scalability issues at the peering points and in the core network as well. Now, in terms of a longer evolution and defining what we mean by next-generation mobile backhaul, I think as an industry we need to work together. We need to support activities that are ongoing today in organisations like the Broadband Forum.
And I think you're absolutely right. Both operators and vendors have a very good view of what is possible, what can be done. But lots of that needs to be put into practice.
Right.
There's still quite a lot of variation. There's still quite a lot of tailored views of fitting to sort of very sort of narrower needs than perhaps we need. And I think what we really need to do is look for the dynamic in the market and when is the right time to flip over. And the second one is, once we do, are we ready? Are we technically ready? Have we tried this? Have we tested it? Are we confident? Do we have this control ability within this new technology, with this new world of Ethernet backhaul? We come from a very deterministic environment into something that's much more flexible. Flexible is what we want, but we need to bring back some of that ability to control and measure performance across the network, and I think that's really the key.
Can operators afford to be proactive in this process, or is it a matter of reacting to fires they need, capacity fires they need to put out?
I think operators have to be proactive. I think there are two drivers for that. One is to ensure user experience, And the second is to ensure we scale our networks in the most cost-effective manner. I think we also need to be pragmatic as well. Whilst making the changes to our mobile backhaul infrastructure, we have to consider that we're operating a live business. We've got customers out there to consider. So the customer experience is essential. We need to make the transition whilst continuing to offer the quality of service we do today across the voice services, across our data services.
Okay, Andy, Diane, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay.
Cheers.